Hello, my name is Jason Clark. I am here with I am here trying to make a project for my printer. I'm going to try to install my printer. I'm also set up the Wi-Fi capabilities if I'm lucky, and I'm going to also try to set up a printing cloud off the internet, so wherever I may be in the world that I will be able to print off whatever documents that I may need back at home. Alright, first off I have a Epson XP310 3-in-1 printer that looks like so. Epson 310. So this is a 3-in-1 printer, scanner, copier, the works. It's got your old traditional power plug here. My USB ports on this side, as you can tell. Anyway, I have my wires ran the way I want them, so they're out of the way and a little more inconvenient to be pulled out. Make sure you plug your power wire into your outlet, your DC outlet, and you plug in. For my printer, I'm using a USB port wire. I plugged one side into my computer already, and then I have my other two right here. Here's my power wire. Here's my USB port wire. As you can tell, it's a USB. This is the B side, that's the A side. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plug those in. Alright, now that I have them plugged in, I'm going to hit the power button and we're going to see if it cuts on. As you see, it is illuminating with my printer. All I have to do is hit my arrows and it changes my settings. As you can see here, here's Wi-Fi setup for copier, photo printing, scanning, my personal stationery, and then just the all-around setup button. Alright, what we're also going to do is, yes, this printer is a plug-and-play printer, meaning that all I have to do is plug it up and it should play. But I do also have the disc that comes with it is a printer driver's disc. It helps me set up the installments. So I'm going to put that in my computer now. And we're going to set up that computer. On the screen, as you can see, the autoplay comes up. I'll just run the setup button. It pretty much runs automatically and installs what it needs automatically. I'm going to accept it. Some settings, the user guide link, the special offers and newsletters, and drivers and utilities. I did uncheck the user guide link and the offers and newsletters just because I choose not to get that mess. But I am leaving the drivers, utilities, and allow it to unblock Epson utilities. And we're going to hit the install button, and it should install everything that I need onto the computer. It as you can see, asks for extra little things. I usually always take these off because as much as I use ask.com, I don't really need a toolbar for it. Alright, it's still installing the Epson drivers and utilities. Alright, as you can see, the printer setup has ended. Everything should be set up. We're just going to hit the next button, and we are actually going to keep this on a direct USB connection, even though we do have a wireless router here. I'd rather keep it hooked up to the computer. I'm going to hit the next. Now is time when I plug in my printers. As you can see, it is connected to the printer fine. Checking for updates for the firmware off the internet. Again, like I said, putting in the disk pretty much just is a good wizard. It just walks you right through the steps. The printer also has a wizard for the Wi-Fi setup, and it will also walk me through the steps. Alright, here you see our firmware updaters. We're going to start that. I guess they found an update. Alright, it's finished updating the firmware, and now we're going to test our printer just to see if it's going to work right. As you can see by the screen, we have a test print page. So I'm going to put my piece of paper in there, and we're going to test it. On our test print, as you can see, it says congratulations, we have installed our Epson printer successfully. Yay, it means we have actually did our job right. Alright, now that we have did that and we're done with our disk, We're going to exit out and call that a good job where I come from. Alright, now we're going to set up our Wi-Fi connectability. Alright, from here we're going to go hit our arrows until we see the Wi-Fi setup page or setup screen. We're going to hit OK. Right here it says a Wi-Fi setup wizard. It's got 7 steps. First, it's going to search for a and we are using the Belkin. We have a password on our Belkin, of course, because we like to keep our stuff locked up. I don't want nobody getting into my. So we're just going to. Alright, we have our password in. We're going to hit OK. And now it's setting up, or it's actually getting connected to our router. Right there it just says setting up. Alright, now we have it says setup complete. We're just going to hit OK. We're actually going to want to print the page telling us a whole bunch of facts. It printed a page, showed us a whole bunch of facts, showed us that the network connection has passed, the wireless network name has checked out, it's passed, that the communication mode has passed, anyway, security key, IP address, everything's passed, detail IP setup, everything's passed. Down below it tells you the printer's name, the model, a whole bunch of other good information we know, the IP address, the mask, all that good stuff, the default gateway address, the security, the signal strength, the MAC address for this thing. Now here at the bottom, something that we're going to set up, it says Google Cloud Printing disabled. So now it's our position to go and set up our Google. Now let's go see what we can do. We get on the internet and Google Cloud Printing. We have we're here at the Google Cloud Printing. We're going to get started. We have the old classic printer. We'll go to the corner up here like it asks. Settings, show the advanced settings. Under the advanced settings, I'm just going to scroll on down until I see Google Cloud Printing, and then I'm going to add a printer. It picks it up on its own. It sees that I have an Epson, it's a fax machine, document writer, everything, and then we're going to add the printer. It says now that says thank you, I'm ready to go, and we should see something. We're just going to manage our printer. As you can see, it's still sitting there. Print jobs. And if I put in something and we click the print button, upload file to print, which we really don't have a file on our Google Cloud beta right now, but this is where we would go to put a file when we want one. Well, either way, setting up the printer is as easy as that. I've set up the printer. I've set it up to Google Cloud to show you that it is printing Google Cloud. We will see if we cannot run a checkup on this thing. We're going to print this up out of status sheet. Alright, now we're back. Alright, as you can see, we printed off our Epson status sheet. We did this so we could get the IP address off of it. Now that we have the IP address, we're going to open it up. Here we're going to type in the IP address, hit enter. As you can tell, we're on the Epson machine. Look, here's our Google services, Cloud Printer Services. We're going to click it, we're going to register, hit accept, go next. Right now our printer's getting set up with each other. They're getting, I would say they're probably Epson's talking to my printer, printer's talking to their servers. As you can see, everything's good to go. The setup may take a few more minutes. Finish the printer registration. And now as you can see here by the screen, your printer is now registered with Google Cloud. So that should make it a little bit easier. Look, there it goes. It is supposed to print when it is ready to go. Google Cloud Printing. Printer registration is complete, and we have successfully printed using my Google address